Here we are, Clee. It's the new year.
2019!
2019! Woo!
Rafi's Rambles, Rafi's Rambles, Rafi's Rambles.
Hola, you amazing artists. This time of year, we usually get into our contemplative moods. Think about all the things that we are going to do for the new upcoming year.
Plans and feelings,
When
and
you,
thoughts and feelings.
when you say it like that, it doesn't sound like it's a good thing. We sit around and talk about our feelings.
We do talk about our feelings.
We do indeed talk about our feelings because feelings are important. You need to know how you feel about things if you're planning on making any plans.
Plan to make some plans for 2019.
So I don't know what it is that you guys do when the new year comes about. Back in the day before I was doing this as my art career, when I was working in corporate and I drank a lot and was not very happy, I used to think of my previous year and think to myself, I'm one step closer to death. And then I'd look at the next year, it's like, well, last year sucked. This year's probably gonna suck some more.
At least there's beer.
I wasn't a ray of sunshine back in the day. But now I'm...
Use your power for good.
I use my power for good. So I guess that's what we want to share with you is how to use your power for good. So one of the things that we do is look at last year and take a look at our wins, like the things that we are most proud of. It doesn't necessarily mean that they were successes. Some of them may have not been very successful, but they were a learning experience. We consider those things good as well.
I enjoy doing new things that scare me, like the giant art installation.
Yeah. Oh, crap. Yeah.
I grew more comfortable saying no to things that aren't me.
That's important, especially when you're doing something that you love for your career. And when you're wrestling with that idea that, like, well, you know, this is something that I love, so it's not really taken seriously, but then I want to take myself seriously, and somebody comes to you and says, hey, could you do this? It's almost like you're posed with the challenge of, like, yeah, this is something that I don't want to do, doesn't interest me whatsoever, but maybe I should do it because when you have a career, you do things that you don't want to do. I don't believe that. I don't believe that at all. I think that if you're going to do something and you should want to do it, and if it's something that you don't really feel is your jam, then don't do it.
If you ever find yourself saying, I don't really want to do this, but I like money, then you probably should evaluate that.
I'm very choosy about the commissions that I take on to make sure that they are commissions that I want to do because, yes, in the short term, you are making some money by taking this commission on, but chances are in the long term, you will gain a reputation for doing those types of commissions, and then you'll find yourself being stuck only doing those types of commissions that you did not enjoy from the get-go, and you are definitely not going to enjoy down the road. So sure, you're making money, but you're doing stuff that you don't want to do. And for that, you might as well get a job that you don't like instead of working for yourself.
Yeah, and chances are if you hate it, you're probably not going to produce something that you're totally proud of.
Yeah.
How would you feel if you were like, I'd like to commission a scarf from you, and the person making it was like, I hate knitting.
No, you don't want the scarf. You don't want the scarf from somebody who the entire time they're creating it, they're like, I hate this person for commissioning me to do this.
But I like money.
But I like money. So one of the other things that we're looking at from 2019 is financially. In case you were under the impression that we're super rich, we are not super rich. We are making a living with our art. That's awesome. That's what we are doing. We're making a living. We can pay our bills. We can pay for things. We even have a little bit extra left over to buy things that we don't need. That's great. There's always the option to make a little bit of more money doing something that maybe we won't enjoy as much. And the truth of the matter for me personally is that life is way too short to spend any time doing something that I'm not going to enjoy. As you guys know, I have t-shirts for sale and I have certain prints for sale and I have, obviously my art for sale. This year I'm planning on writing a book. We do these videos. These are things that we love. We play music. There are all kinds of things that we love that are creative. Even within those creative realms, there are certain things that I just personally wouldn't enjoy, and I know that Clee doesn't enjoy.
I'm never going to be lying on my deathbed and be like, I'm sure glad I painted the exterior of that bank for a couple $100.
Yeah. Yeah, painting a building is not the same thing as painting a work of art. Not much that is artistic about that when I do it. Maybe there's a painter out there that loves painting houses and it's an art form for them. So when they do it, it is beautiful. When I do it, it's shit. Like, because I don't want to be doing it.
Yeah, nobody wanted to be doing that. We had people crying and quitting in the middle of the night.
Yeah, it was hilarious. There was this big dude that was part of our crew that he actually had somebody come and get him in the middle of the night, and he left. And the next day I was like, see, Clee, you're such a badass. Like, you're still here, and that guy gave up because it was too hot.
And I was like, yeah, but I don't want to be.
After that particular job, we were like, no, never again. Never again am I going to do anything that I don't want to do. You do need to reevaluate that every year. You need to take a look at the things that you did during the year that you really, really enjoyed and that maybe were a success, or some things that maybe were a failure, and then take a look at this year and like, where do I want to head this year?
Yeah, so like, what are the things I'm facing this year that feel like painting a bank?
Yeah.
And what do I do about that?
Yeah, what do I do about that? What can I do this year that is going to push me outside of my comfort zone and do things that maybe I'm afraid of doing, but I really, really want to do? So basically what we really want to say is Happy New Year, you guys. Last year was awesome. This year is going to be even more awesome. So long story short, take a look at your successes from last year, but also take a look at your failures and see what it is that you could learn from it moving forward. Now, hindsight is 20/20, right? Is that how it goes?
That's how it goes.
What does that even mean?
It means you can see clearly once the moment has already passed what you should have done.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess that makes sense.
It means you learn from your life experience.
Learn from your life experience of last year. When you're looking at your life experience to come, think about what kind of things you could do to push you outside of your comfort zone, to kind of force you to grow, you know, and don't push yourself too far. But if there are any things that you want to do, that you've wanted to do, and you've been too afraid to do them, or you're waiting for things to be perfect, or you're waiting for your art to be perfect, or whatever it is, don't wait. Prepare, make a plan, do whatever it is that you need to do, and conquer that insecurity and grow in 2019. This video, I definitely know, is all over the place, but in all honesty, we just wanted to say hi from the studio.
Yeah. Hi.
Yeah, that was it, really. Hopefully there was something good in here that maybe got gleamed through the poop chute.
Don't ever say poop shoot again.
And if you guys have any comments or questions for us, please leave them in the comments section below. And thank you so much for watching, you guys. I absolutely freaking adore you. And if you like this video, which was all rambling, and you want to watch more like this craziness, just click right over here to subscribe. And that's it. Say goodbye, Clee.
Happy New Year to all, and to all a good day.
Good day. All right, thank you. Adios.